you feeling today, buddy?
Not too well.
All right, B, we're gonna go right in this room right here to your left.
Who?
Right in here, buddy.
Sure. She got a sweet ass.
Oh my God.
What'd you say there?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said she got a sweet ass. That's pantyhose she got on the back.
Hi, Beetle.
How you doing,
How
sweetheart?
are you? Doing good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
All right.
Nice ass, nice tits, honey.
No, that's very nice of you.
Hey, I like a girl with a nice sweet ass.
You're very sweet. Thanks for the compliment.
Oh, I love a girl with a compliment. I love to have sex with girls like that with kind of compliment. I love it. That's what I
How
like.
you doing?
That's what I just like, baby. I got that all down in the strip, baby. Butt naked down strip, baby.
Hi, this is Arden Myrin. I'm in the new movie Bubble Boy, and I'm here to talk to Howard. Very excited.
Oh, this is your first time on the show. Are you a little bit nervous at all?
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm excited, but I'm a little bit nervous. All my friends were asking me if I was gonna. They're like, "Don't show me your breasts. What are you doing? Don't go." And I'm actually, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm kind of excited.
So does that mean that you could show them your breasts?
No, you know what? It would be such like a veer, like a career veer. Maybe I should show him my breasts, but I probably
You're
think.
wearing a nice, sexy outfit, right?
Thank you. No, I probably won't. I probably will not be exposing my breasts, but yeah. But I'm a little nervous. I'm excited.
Now in the movie Bubble Boy, you got to work with Beetlejuice.
I did.
How was that?
Unbelievable. I didn't know who he was. I was fascinated from the get-go. I didn't talk to him for the first month because the first day there, all the women had been sort of pulled aside and warned not to talk to him. Because if you were nice to him, he would flash you.
Oh, wow.
And then after like a month, you get bored, and I was like, I gotta talk to Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. I think he was like my #1 favorite. I'm fascinated by him. He's it was an experience. I've never experienced anything like it. It was really something.
Okay, all right, we'll hang out. We'll do it a little bit.
Thanks.
Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Cool. So just want to talk to you real quick.
Okay.
What's going on today? So Beetlejuice is coming in.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
And we brought in 2 other girls.
Okay.
That are going to claim that they were in the movie with him.
Okay.
We wanted to see if he could pick you out between the 3 girls.
Yay.
Well, I mean, what would you like to work with?
I bet he will not be able to pick me
You don't
up.
think so?
Well, first, I have like buck teeth and like flipped hair like the Flying Nun all through the movie.
So you don't think that he's going to be able to pick you out of 3 girls?
No. Do you? Do you think?
I don't know. Originally, we were going to have, I guess the director was coming to town. We were going to have him come in one of these days.
Yeah.
And we're going to have John and Gary who work here.
Sure.
And he knows them.
Right, and have it be the director and
Yeah.
John and Gary
Yeah.
and see if he can pick
We
out
didn't
who
even know if
directed.
he's in,
Well, Bubble Boy, somebody, like they start messing with Beetlejuice. Like he's almost like the best improviser in the world. Like he'll just agree with anything.
Right.
So people be like, "Hey, Beetlejuice, you directed Titanic, right?" Like, yeah, I directed Titanic. And then he's like, "I'm responsible for the Wayans Brothers' careers. I wrote and directed Scary Movie."
He
It's
did.
like, well, I didn't know that. It's a
Oh, he
little known
told- that's
fact
what
in
he said.
Hollywood. Yeah.
Cool.
So
All right,
it was
great.
awesome.
So, all right, we'll bring you in a little bit.
Okay.
And we'll play the little game, and then,
Okay.
we'll talk to you, and
Okay.
we'll get it all.
Cool.
All right?
Thanks.
Great. Thanks.
And now, a Howard Stern Show exclusive. This is exciting.
A Howard Stern exclusive.
Robin, what movie is coming out this Friday?
That would be Bubble Boy.
Who is the star of Bubble Boy? One of the stars.
I don't know many of the stars, but I think there's this guy in it I've been waiting to see called Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is officially here to promote a film.
Me?
I've asked him to come in. I've said it's okay.
This is the breakout role, you think, right?
He's with Easy Beetle. He's here with his co-star Arden Myrin, a woman, an actress who was in Bubble Boy, Beetle Boy.
She actually had scenes with the Beetlejuice.
She had scenes with the Beetlejuice. And everybody loves Beetle. And meet his co-star Arden Myrin, and they're here to discuss their new film.
A Howard Stern
A controversial
exclusive.
film.
Arden plays the character Lorraine in Bubble Boy.
Is she the girl?
She's the girl. Beatles, the
boy.
the dwarf.
They'll be here any minute.
They'll be here in about 10 hours.
I pronounce you girl and dwarf.
Wonder what goes on out there.
I understand Craig having trouble walking in those shoes, but what's the problem now?
Well, what's funny is they hand me a note and they go, Beetle and Arden are ready. And they're so clearly not ready. Ready means they're standing at the door waiting to come in. I don't understand. I got to talk to Gary about this. Don't hand me a note till you're really ready. Are you guys ready?
Beetle's coming down the hall, but you know what? Casey was in charge of Beetlejuice, and Gene Simmons before. He's like, we're ready, and then he wasn't there when I went to get him.
So who do I blame? Tell me who's wrong in this. Is it my fault?
No, it's not your fault.
Whose fault is it?
You know what? Let it be my fault.
Okay. Why do we keep getting notes that someone's ready? I'm fine with that. I announce them, and then I wait 2 hours.
You're absolutely right, and we're wrong. I don't know why there's a problem with Beetlejuice because...
Do you want me to sit down with you guys and say...
No.
See, when you put up the sign that says they're ready,
I understand
that means they're standing outside the door.
You know what they're ready
Howard, I
means?
understand what that means.
You understand what ready means?
Yes.
So who are you going to talk to about
We'll
this?
talk to Casey about it.
Casey.
KC doesn't understand ready.
Well, here's Beetlejuice, but I don't see his co-star.
Oh, boy.
No, we're doing a lineup for the co-star. Remember, Howard?
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Hey, Beetle, how are you?
Pretty good.
I'll remember that from 5 days ago. Hey, Beetle, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, let me congratulate you. This is a big week for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It is the week that your movie opens, Bubble Boy. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, baby happy.
Yeah.
Baby happy.
Is everyone... has your life
I'm just
changed?
shocked that Beetlejuice is a big star now and he's dressing down.
He's playing himself right now.
Beetle always dresses like himself. He never tries to be something he isn't.
No, I dress like a pimp, baby.
A pimp, okay.
A real pimp.
Beetle, I'm going to bring in 3 women right now. One of them worked with you, did scenes with you in the movie. I want to see if you can recognize her. Okay?
Recognize her? Yeah, I had sex with her a long time ago.
Let's see if you can recognize her.
Will she admit to that?
One of these women's is Arden Myrin, your co-star.
Yeah, that's who it is.
All right, let's see if you can
That's
figure.
the one I had sex with.
All right,
You
let's see.
had sex with her, okay.
That's
Bring in the
right.
3 women right now. There are 3 women here. That's number 1, number 2, and number 3. Beetle, these are 3 beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
You know
introduce
them
them to
all,
you.
don't
You know
you?
them all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had all 6 of them all together.
There's 6 women here, right?
You had all 6. Actually,
I'm the one she knows I had with her.
Actually-
She know I did something to her. Anyway, she knows it.
Beetle, actually, there's 3 of them here, but I know you're joking when you say that.
I'm not joking.
Although 2 times 3 is 6. You
I had
claim,
all of them all together.
ma'am, you claim to be Arden Myrin, don't you?
Yes, I'm Arden, and I can't believe you don't remember.
Well, let's see
Yes,
if he
I
does.
did. I'm always remember, baby.
Number
Say hello to Arden.
How you doing, honey?
All right, number 2, you claim to be Arden Myrin. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, she definitely know what I want.
All right. And number 3, who are you, Arden Myrin?
I am so Arden.
Right, and you claim to be Arden Myrin. Beetle, I'm going to ask you, pick out your co-star right now. Which one is it?
Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
I think. Let's see.
Do you know which one? Point to the one that is your co-star.
My co-star?
Yeah.
I think the one in the middle.
Really?
Well, you're
sure?
right. He's right.
Yeah.
Change his mind.
He's
The one I
right.
had sex with.
That's
in
the
the
one.
middle.
That you had sex with that one?
That's right.
Genius. Well, Arden, why don't you come over and sit down on the couch?
Thank you to our other 2 Ardens.
Beetle, you shocked me. I didn't think you'd know who your co-star was.
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
What's your
I'm
name?
doing fine, baby.
I'm Arden Myrin.
Arden
That's
Myrin.
right, baby.
Like Marine, the eye stuff you put in your eyes when your eyes are red?
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
like the
Marines.
we're like the Marines, exactly. Yeah.
Arden, you are an accomplished actress. You've been in several films, right?
Yes, I
What are
have.
some of the films you've been in?
I was in Deconstructing Harry.
Right.
I was in What Women Want. I was. Now I'm coming out in Bubble Boy with
Did
Beetlejuice.
you-
With me.
Yes,
With me.
with Beetlejuice. Did you study acting?
I did.
Where did you study?
I studied it in Colorado College. I studied it. I actually did. I studied in Chicago. I did a lot of improv in Chicago.
And Beetlejuice, where did you study acting?
Me, I started in the room, brother.
In a room. Beetle,
Started with her, having sex. Studying, buddy.
right.
You studied while you were having sex?
That's
I
right.
didn't take that class. I didn't think I should have signed up for
that one.
Arden, are you angry?
I started with you, baby.
Are you angry?
I'm the man for it.
Are you angry that you
I
work?
taught you how to do things right.
Thank you, why are you interrupting Beetlejuice?
Are you angry that Beetlejuice had no training and you had to train, and yet you're in the same? And probably Beetle got paid more. Beetle, you got paid more than her, right?
Yeah, sure. I trained her how to do everything. Had sex every day.
Hey.
Beetle was actually the only person with an entourage on the entire set. He had the biggest entourage of everybody.
He's a star.
That's right, baby.
You know what? Normally, we might be offended, but when there's such sheer talent as Beetlejuice, you sort of understand why. No training necessary.
Arden, I'm curious.
Right.
We were also going to have the director in here. He couldn't be here with us today. But Bubble Boy is a big film. This is a big break for Beetlejuice.
Sure. This is a Disney film.
Yeah,
yes,
this is his second film, and we'll talk about the controversy of the movie in a minute with Beetlejuice. But I'm curious what the set was like with Beetlejuice. You say he has a big entourage. They warned you about working with Beetlejuice, didn't they?
They did. The first day that I arrived, I saw Beetlejuice. He was getting his hair washed, and
nice, Beetle.
She was real naked. Well, I wanted it.
He was getting his.
She said, "Yeah, baby, come on in. I got something for you."
Yeah, well, sort of.
What a fantasy.
She said, "I'm having sex with you. I'm having sex with you."
So I went in, and I was sort of warned. All the women were pulled aside, and they were warned not to be too nice to Beetlejuice. That he would flash us.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I missed sort of the first month of getting to know him. It was only in month 2 that I sort of braved it.
Beetle, you rascal! They had to warn the girls on the set that you would show them your penis.
That's right. On the shoulder, that's her.
Right.
That's very sweet. Thank you, Beetle.
I'm very offended, Beetle, because you've never shown it to me.
No, don't do that.
Because I'm a real man, baby.
He would. So, Arden, who warned you? Like, they called each girl aside and said, listen, when you work with Beetle, don't get too close or too friendly, right?
I was warned both.
No, she was in love with me.
I was in love with Beetle.
Everything she did, I touched her tits. She said, I love it.
He did touch my tits. That's actually is accurate. But
let me ask you this. So they warned you that Beetle would try to touch your breasts.
They warned us that he would flash us. It was the hair and makeup women, and also there was a PA who I think it was their special job to pull aside the new women,
right,
and sort of warn us.
And Beetle squeezed your chest?
He did. We were filming a fight sequence, and sort of mayhem ensued, and Beetle took the opportunity to reach up, and he had full.
And he squeezed it.
Right.
He squeezed it big time, like the handful, like no accident.
Beetle, was that written in the script that you grab your co-star's breasts?
Yeah, she told me to, so I grabbed it. She said, "Oh, come on, baby, grab this."
I don't actually remember it quite
I said, "Grab this horn, baby."
Now, Adrian, Arden, rather, you did not ask for that.
No, I was just doing my part, and Beetle, he took the opportunity for the chaos to reach up and cop a feel, and he claimed that he was just picking my oranges.
Now, one of the things I understand, Arden, you would know about this. When they make movies, there's something called continuity.
Sure.
You have to make sure that Beetle wears the same clothing in every scene, and that he actually, after they shoot the wide shot, for the close-ups, he's got to do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, that's pretty important, so it edits together right.
And what happened there? They gave up on continuity with Beetlejuice?
Well, Beetlejuice provided some of his own jewelry and wardrobe, and apparently he got a little angry at the wardrobe people because they sort of wrote his case. They wanted to hold his jewelry at night so that they would have continuity, and he refused to hand it over, and he would change medallions every day, and change rings, and change.
Beetle, you do your own thing. That's it. You're not going to be bossed around by any movie.
Nah.
He's a multitasker. He does.
I'm a straight up man, brother.
You're straight up.
And you can't wear the same medallion every day.
No.
Oh, unless she's with me, yeah.
You know what? I might start doing that. I'm going to start wearing medallions and refuse.
She's with me now.
I got to tell you, you're acting more like Marlon Brando every day.
Hey, you know it. The man's got what he got to do.
All right. Him now? Are you dating?
Beetle and I?
Beetle,
yeah,
you dating her?
dating, yeah.
You're dating.
Wow.
What about Mrs. Juice?
You told me you were married for 55 years.
Nah, I don't have to deal with that.
When you met Beetle, he told you he was married
I'm only dating you, honey. I want to marry you. That's why I pick you.
Oh.
He told you he was.
Sweet.
He told you he was married for 55 years.
He said I admired his gigantic $sign ring. He said it was his wedding ring, and that he'd been married for 55 years.
Beetle, what is that all about?
Hey,
like
something in common, something in private. So.
All right.
Can't argue with that.
We talking in private, so you know.
Will you give this beautiful actress a love child?
Yeah.
You will.
That's very sweet.
You would have babies with her.
Yeah, sure I will.
Sure.
You're
How many
ready
babies?
To be a father.
Oh, anytime she want.
How many babies?
Oh, you can tell us one.
One baby.
Just one
There
at
you
a
go.
time.
How many do you need? That's it.
That's right.
Just
so
the three of us.
So working with Beetle was different in that even when he had to redo a scene or something like that. Now, what about his lines? Was he prepared on set?
I mean, he was very professional, but sometimes when it was time for Beetlejuice's close-up, there would have to be people who would, there'd be people alongside saying a line, and then he would repeat it. And there was a moment when he actually had to, it was sort of a key moment, he had to hump somebody's leg, and he forgot and scream, whoop that ass. And he forgot to do it, and so the guy had to, shake his leg at him and mutter, hump me, under the
Right. That was a great time, huh, Beat?
Hey, that was a comment right there.
Right.
There you go.
That's right.
A little bit of magic, huh?
Hey, I got plenty of magic,
I
baby.
think Walt Disney was
Plenty of
proud.
magic in the seat, baby.
Boy, the Disney company has changed. But he's replacing Mickey Mouse. You're like the
Yes.
biggest thing Disney's got,
You're
right?
gonna put ears.
Oh, I could act like Mickey Mouse. You don't want to see that.
Yeah,
Right.
What does that look like?
Well, so Beetle, you would say, listen, you're a professional actress. Beetle acted professionally on the set.
Yes.
Although he grabbed your breast when it wasn't written into the script.
Well, he was just picking my oranges.
Right. Were you offended? Did you go to the director and say, look, I can't have any of this?
Well, nobody noticed when we were doing it. I was so horrified that I
She's in love with me. That's why
I
she
was so
did
in
it.
love with him. I couldn't believe finally he'd grabbed my breast.
Well, you've heard of like the Stanislavski method. This is the Beetle method.
This is the Beetle method. He gets
Yeah.
really into it.
So when he grabbed it, you were shocked. And
We were shooting. I burst into laughter. I was horrified and shocked, violated and amused all at the same time.
Right.
And I ran off camera, and I realized that nobody had noticed. It was right in front of the lens. It may actually be in the movie. And then I realized they were still filming, so I had to come back on. And that's when I told the director, if you look closely in the dailies, that he would notice that I'd gotten felt up by Beetlejuice, and his defense was.
What about off the camera? Was there any more? Was Beetle trying to get into your trailer, or was he trying to get with you during the filming?
No, Beetle was pretty cool. Beetle and I hung.
I tried.
He tried.
Did you get her?
Yeah.
You had sex
I
with
was
her?
in there with her.
Have you had
did.
sex with
You
her?
had sex with her?
Yeah.
How many times?
Well, like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times?
Why only 3 or 4 times? This is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I
Was
would.
she in the room at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't
for me.
remember. You don't remember.
So,
You know, I don't understand. Then when we saw little tapes of Beetlejuice.
Well, you didn't see it, but after me and her took a shower together.
Oh, really?
The shower?
Beetle, I remember when.
I don't recall that, Beetle.
Beetle, there's a lot of.
You don't remember?
I know where Robin's going. There's a lot of fun and games going on here now, and a lot of joy about the new movie coming out. And everyone's happy for you, Beetle and Arden. But I remember when you were on the set. We went down to film you. You were in tears. You were upset being out there.
That's right.
Beetlejuice, how come you're not rehearsing the scene with everybody else?
You know what they do? They went down a railroad track. You got tired and came back.
Huh?
Put me all over yourself.
Don't worry, the stunt. Beetlejuice, why are you crying, man?
You know what he does?
Now, what happened that day? That,
Well, I got this paper right here.
Go ahead.
It just tell you everything.
really?
Yeah,
The
there's a
paper will
paper?
tell you? Let me see this piece. Let me see this document you've drawn up. Let me see.
It tell you everything.
All right. It
I
says,
will lie to you.
here's what it says. Beetlejuice is auctioning off his car on eBay. Go to jollydwarf.com for information.
Right.
Beetlejuice will be appearing at Jukebox in Syracuse, New York tonight from 10 to 1 a.m.
See what a burgeoning career he has?
jollydwarf.com. To hire Beetlejuice.
And the only thing I want to do is biting her. That's it.
But Beetle, what I'm saying is, I remember when you were on the set, you were upset. You wanted to go home. You
were
didn't
crying?
You didn't like
No,
the
I didn't cry. I didn't
you
cry.
did. I
I
saw-
came up like a man. I didn't cry at all.
No, you cried.
I didn't cry. I only cried. I didn't cry
You
once.
cried one time.
Cried.
No, I didn't.
Girl.
I saw tears.
That was fake tears, honey.
Oh.
fake acting
He
tears.
was improv.
Yeah.
You cried like a little girl.
You had it wrong,
You
dude.
cried like a
Why
little
were you
girl.
upset, Beetle?
You had it wrong.
I don't know. Play the tape. You were a little girl.
I talked to a guy
Little
yesterday.
girl. Ain't no
Beetlejuice.
little girls here.
Do you remember the guy who played Flipper in the movie?
Yes, I
Flipper.
do.
All right, I
Oh well,
talked to him.
Flipper boy that was a fake one.
Yeah, he sat next to you in the car, and he said you cried because
It was a fake
it was a
one.
walkie-talkie. Did you like
It was
talk-
a fake one.
No, they were.
Well, anyway,
No,
regardless of that.
both of us had walkie-talkies.
You cried, Beetlejuice. That's
Because of
all
a
I know.
walkie-talkie.
No, but that was before that when we was on the
You
track,
said you
on the airplane
There's
track.
nothing wrong with crying, by the way.
No, it was all fake tears, brother.
Really? Because the Beetle never cries.
I never cried. It's all fake tears.
Beetlejuice, you said you wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
Well, that was all fake. I made it all up.
No, you said you missed your mother.
I said I missed my mom, but I called her, but it was
you
all
did say
fake.
that you missed the strip clubs in Jersey. You were he did.
No, I ain't said I missed Clumping Jersey. I said I miss you in Clumping Jersey.
All right. Well, Beetle, I don't mean to rain on your parade, but I know it was tough filming for you.
Yeah, you got a little depressed.
And I got to tell you something. Isn't it worth
I'm
it, though?
already depressed.
Right. Isn't it worth, though, Beetle? Now you've got your movie. Your name is in lights on the marquee.
Yeah.
It's worth everything, isn't it? To be an actor is the greatest profession, isn't it?
Right.
It is.
Are you
love
ready
it.
to do another film?
Hey, it's coming, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I heard something sweet. Actually, Arden can tell us more about
Yeah,
it.
that's for her, yeah.
First of all, how many scenes did you do with Beetle?
I had about 3 scenes with Beetle,
Right.
but we were around the set every day.
I see. And in working with Beetle the artist now we're talking about
Sure,
strictly, and
sure.
Beetle, I don't mean to give away any of your secrets.
It's all right.
But you have a fight scene with Mini-Me in
Yeah.
this movie. I heard that Beetle was very tender during the fight scene.
I was actually touched by how sweet Beetle was. He is much larger than Vern.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they had to wrestle over a woman, and Beetle actually. I think he probably would have hurt Vern, and he didn't really fight back, and they kept egging him on to fight back, and I thought Beetle was gentle and intentionally. It seemed like intentionally didn't fight back.
You are a much physically stronger man than Mini-Me and taller. Why didn't you want to hurt him?
I don't want to hurt the guy.
Right.
I weigh over 180 pounds. What do I want to hurt the guy for?
You're so sweet.
Right. That's very touching, really.
Cries
Yeah.
and he's sensitive.
He did, Beetlejuice. Maybe I'll take you up on your offer.
So Mini-Me, you had to do fight scenes with him, but yet you held back during the fight scene.
Right. That's what
nice.
I did.
Wow.
And they were shouting at him with a bullhorn, like, "Beat, get him!" And I saw that you only sort of.
Say, I ain't gonna hurt this little guy. What I want to hurt this
You're a
little
big
guy
guy.
for?
Yeah, you're
I'm
a big
trying
guy.
to take it easy on
What do you
guy.
weigh? What do you weigh?
Me?
10?
Yeah.
115.
115.
How much?
He takes longitude to grow.
Let me say something. When you saw that, is that when you fell in love with Beetlejuice?
It's all coming out. Yeah, I feel
Well,
like
Beetle says he had sex with you. I believe Beetle over you. I got to go with Beetle. Beetle's my
That's
friend
when I-
now for a long time. I
Yeah.
believe him. I don't believe
Has he
it.
ever lied to you?
He's never lied to me once.
he told me he directed the Titanic.
What did he do?
He directed the Titanic, and he's responsible for the Wayans brothers' career that
Beetle.
he wrote and directed Scary Movie.
Did you tell this beautiful actress that you directed the Titanic?
That's right.
And
I did.
And you told her you're responsible for the Wayans brothers' career?
That's right.
You made the
That's
movie.
what I
I made the move, but they had to give it up.
But that's when.
Did you direct the Wayans brothers in the Titanic?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
so
loved their work.
were you saying that to impress her, to win her over?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. All right.
Were you on the Titanic?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was based on his story.
Wow.
He was Jack.
Boy, that's interesting.
Right. You never been on a dead bed before?
Leonardo
I've
DiCaprio is
I've
going to play Beetlejuice
I've
in the
never been
Beetlejuice
a-
story.
I've never been on a dead bed before now.
Arden,
Yeah.
this
I
is.
played for live because I played fake.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this is exciting. I am so excited for Beetlejuice. This is his big day. He has dated all the Hollywood actresses, including Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to know that. That's a little different right there.
Who
Right.
are you dating now, Beetlejuice?
Huh?
Who are you dating now?
Well, I'm dating her for a week right now.
Arden, yeah.
Only for a week.
Arden, tell the truth. Do you have a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You don't have a boyfriend. So,
You're not going to say that you're dating Beetlejuice.
has anybody pressured you at the press junket to say you're dating Beetlejuice?
I didn't want to say anything, but Disney's been putting the heat on.
Beetlejuice, why no press junket? Is there a press junket?
What is it?
A press junket where all the reporters come and interview you, and there's a hotel?
Well, they interviewed me, but they were scared to come over.
I have to say that Beetlejuice was definitely like the Tom Cruise of our set. I mean, whenever I would tell anybody who was in the movie, I would, list off all these people, and Susie Kurtz, Jake Gyllenhaal, all these, and when I got to Beetlejuice, that was, people's eyes would light up. They couldn't believe I knew Beetlejuice.
Right.
Yeah.
Beetle, will you do the Actors Studio show where they sit and interview you about acting?
Yeah.
You will do that.
I did it all.
You do it all. I tell you, Beetle, this
I
is
do
so
it straight
exciting.
up, dude.
I'm going to go
and
see the
you
movie.
would talk about your technique.
Right.
That's right.
Now, Beetle, talk about the controversy. A lot of people are saying that Bubble Boy makes fun of people with immune deficiencies, the people who live in bubbles.
Well, he lives in a bubble.
Right. And what do you think of that? Are you making fun of them?
No, I never make fun of him. Never.
The movie.
And you don't believe the movie makes fun of children with this disease?
No, I don't make fun of him. Nah.
What about you, Arden? What do you think about this?
Well, while I was filming it, I kept the whole thing was so surreal. I kept thinking, "Is this really getting made?"
Yes.
I'm like, so
We did too. I'll be quite honest. Nobody believes this movie's coming out.
It's so funny. It's so funny, and I kept just hoping that, like in this politically correct era, that that it's funny. It doesn't mean any harm. I could see, maybe if my kid if our child had
If you and Beetle had that, yeah.
had a boy in the bubble. I mean, I understand why somebody's feeling my kid hurt, but they have strung, like in the clips on like CNN and stuff, they've strung together like the worst. It's like always him getting like set on fire and hit by a bus, and
Right.
and it's not all like that.
I see.
There are tender moments.
There are very tender moments. Beetlejuice crying, walkie-talkie.
Fake crying, baby.
Right. So this movie, you say, is funny, and screw the 1,500 or so people who live in bubbles. I agree with you. How many? I mean, Beetle, philosophically, can we alter our lives? Isn't all comedy based on tragedy?
Yeah, it's all comedy, but it's all fake, though.
All right. Okay.
So since it's fake, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is there any nudity in the film?
Well, it could be.
Did you take off your clothes, Beetlejuice?
Me?
Beetle.
Yeah, straight up.
Arden, by
Right in
the
front of
way,
her.
because this is radio, I should point out to the audience, you're not wearing a bra, and your breasts look fantastic in this
Thank you,
outfit you're
Howard.
wearing.
Thank
Beetle,
you.
I'm looking at Arden's shirt. She's not wearing a bra.
You touched those.
Oh,
touched
yeah.
those. Did you touch both?
Oh, yeah.
And it felt good.
Oh, it felt
I
me
only
good.
recall just one hand coming up out of the
One
darkness.
hand.
It was in the middle of the night. It was like 4 a.m. We were shooting this scene. It was one hand just reached up.
Right. But Beetle, you know you're not supposed to do that, right? It was just because it was acting.
I don't know. Maybe I was happy to do it.
Right. Well, Beetlejuice.
Maybe I was getting hot.
It
What
was
else
your
would I
mistake.
supposed to do?
Well, Arden,
It
you.
wasn't your fault she turned you on.
Oh, she wasn't turning me on. It was good, though. I love it.
Arden, let me congratulate you. This is probably a big deal for you. In fact, you started out, you were an intern for the Conan O'Brien show, weren't you?
I was an intern for them. I made Xeroxes.
You did?
For a year, yeah.
And I saw in your bio, you saw Conan O'Brien in his underwear?
I did.
And what was that like?
It was, he was tall and skinny, and he had on briefs.
Right.
He didn't see that I saw him. I was putting a script in his dressing room, and I was so shocked that I saw him that I sort of like quickly closed it and sort of ran off.
Did Conan try to grab your breast like Beetlejuice did?
Just one.
He's trying to grab my ass, but I grabbed the ass. But before he got
He
to
grabbed
it.
that ass, right? Oh, yeah.
My sweet onion.
Yeah, Beetle.
Like a sweet onion.
Right.
There you go.
Well, I got to tell you something. This is so exciting. To see Beetlejuice achieve this level of success
Amazing.
Is amazing.
It's about time.
He's really funny in the film. He's really good.
He is my star. I believe in this guy.
I'm a great man at it.
You
You
sure
are a great man. You're willing to say that.
And you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve all of your success, Beetlejuice. Your resume grows with
Who
Scary
better
Movie
than
2.
Beetlejuice?
Who better?
As he's written it and directed it.
And Beetlejuice,
That's right.
jollydwarf.com for details, of course, for all of your big appearances coming up.
Right.
And how is the auction for the car going?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
What kind of a car is it?
They call it Beetlemobile.
Beetlemobile. You're auctioning off on eBay, and people can go to eBay and look for the Beetlemobile and
That's
actually
right.
bid on it.
They can bet on it.
It's got to be worth a lot of money now that you're in this movie. And we certainly appreciate Beetlejuice's appearances over the years, and jollydwarf.com. I also want to thank Missy and Tammy, the other two women, pretending to be Arden Myrin.
I see.
They're at wrestlingvixens.com. And also, they just want you to know that they are not Arden Myrin.
Marine.
Marine.
It doesn't look like it at all. Marine.
They have their own identities. Well, I don't know what to say except congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see Beetle.
Oh, you'll have to come to our wedding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Sure, what they say, Beetlejuice, when you're on the set, there's always on-set romance. People
Oh,
fall.
yeah.
It's an unreal world, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Movie magic.
And I guess it's inevitable that a woman would fall in love.
How could you not? Spending any time with Beetlejuice at all, you have to fall under his charm.
One of your fans wants to congratulate you. Drew, you're on the air. What do you want to say to Beetlejuice?
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, Beetlejuice, what's poppin'?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, Howard, do you think that if Beetlejuice used that longitudinal penis enlargement, it would make his head grow and end his career?
Well, listen, that's a ridiculous question. That's something I don't want to get into.
Penises.
All right. Is that your question?
Yeah, that's just my question. Actually, I want to know if you do a charity boxing event with other midgets like Hank and shit.
Oh, don't use the S word. I'm sorry. The foul language is just not going to fly here.
It's not funny.
It's not fun. We had to bleep
It's
him.
not funny. It's not fun.
Well,
We're not after that, dude. We're not like that.
We're not about that.
That's right.
Can you take children to
We're
this
about
movie,
grabbing
Beetlejuice?
breasts.
Beetle? You do, Arden?
I do. I think so. I mean, I think it's good for, like, if I was like a 13-year-old boy, I'd be in heaven.
What if you're in a bubble?
If I was in a bubble, I might be a little angry. I'm gonna have like 5 bubbles outside my window, just like coming to stalk me down.
Michael, you're on with the stars of Bubble Boy.
Howard, this is making me ill. Before I drive my car off the road into a ditch, can you give us an idea of what Beetlejuice is making? Because 7 years of school, and I feel that I'm probably not anywhere near his salary.
Beetlejuice, I will say, without revealing the details of his finances, because I think the government's looking into them. Beetlejuice makes over $150,000 a year.
Yeah, this is a 6-figure man you're talking.
Yeah, you're talking to a guy who makes over $150,000. That's all I'm going to say. He made you made about $50,000 for Bubble Boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arden, you didn't get that much.
No,
I
his
get a
proposal's
lot.
not looking so bad.
I get a lot. I get a lot more.
Right.
Now, Howard, I know attorneys aren't high on your list, but I mean, 4 years of college, 3 years of law school, suffering.
Well,
Beetlejuice has had 7 years of school too.
that's right.
7 years of law school.
The school of hard knocks. How many years did you go to school?
Me? I'm in law school now.
You are. I didn't know that. Mike, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yes, Howard, last week, Cuba Gooding Jr. was on Jay Leno's show.
Yes.
He came out and he had his hair dyed. It was all yellow on top.
Yes.
And the first thing Jay asked him was why he was looking like that, and he said it's a tribute to Beetlejuice from Howard Stern's show.
Wow.
Did he really?
He did.
Well, you have really hit the mainstream when Cuba Gooding Jr. is.
Everybody wants to be Beetlejuice.
Everyone. Yes. What is it, Casey?
Yo, I don't know if the fame's going to Beetlejuice's head or not, but he was on a plane. He just got kicked off because he was sitting in first class.
What do you mean? He's not allowed?
No, he had a coach ticket, but
Oh, he just went.
he wouldn't leave.
Let Beetlejuice explain.
It don't matter, but she shouldn't have did that in the first place. But
Right.
I got real smart, but hey, I jumped the altar.
You did?
Yeah, a woman tried to tell him to leave, and he was fighting with her and said he wanted to stay in first class and drink. That's why he's upset.
Beetle,
I'm really pissed about it.
Beetle, they treated you. You understand though? You had a ticket for coach.
You have to sit in your seat.
Yeah, you have to sit in your seat.
We were sitting in that seat. We were sitting there.
That's not your seat.
We were relaxing, had our drinks. We didn't say a word to her.
Right.
We
Right.
just sitting there. All of a sudden she come out and get nasty.
Did you cry?
As soon as she came out and get nasty, so I got a little nasty. I got really nasty.
Right. Well, if they're going to push you, you're going to push back.
But Beetle,
Yeah, that's the way I got to do it.
Beetle, do you think it
was
was?
not your seat.
You didn't
It
pay
was
for that
my
seat.
seat.
You didn't pay for
No,
that
you had
seat.
another seat.
No, I didn't. I paid for my seat.
You didn't pay for that one.
And he
Yes, I did.
No, you
preferred
didn't.
the other. It was much larger. And
I paid for that seat, honey. I paid for it.
You
I
did pay
paid
for
for
it?
it.
He's on small coaches first class.
Hey,
Hey.
she want to mess with me? I'll shoot the bitch.
Oh,
it don't
yeah.
matter.
Ah, right.
Nice.
Well,
You carry guns on planes?
Choose,
Hey, you never know.
Choose, take that back.
Maybe she'll shut her mouth then.
hey, Beetle, is it because you're black? Do you think that you get treated this way?
Hey, somebody treat me like that, she gets shot.
Right.
But
right.
you're not black, are you?
Do I look up black? I look Puerto Rican, honey.
Oh.
Right.
He's not gay.
No, he ain't gay.
I think
Well,
it's
is you
like
gay?
the Cuba
maybe.
Gooding
How about
Jr.
you?
hair thing.
I'm not gay.
Are you sure?
I think his hair changed continuity color too. I believe it was chartreuse for a while, and if you look closely, I think it's orange in a couple of
So his
scenes.
hair changes throughout the movie.
Sure,
Good for
yeah.
you, Beetle. That's a good move.
It's like a lava lamp.
Right. Paul, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I was on the plane with Beat.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Him and his two friends were in first class. I was a couple rows behind. Then all of a sudden I saw a stewardess go, "Oh, you can't be in here." Started saying stuff. Beat asked why. She called him a little midget or something, a little man.
No.
That ain't right.
Oh, that's not nice.
That's right.
You should shoot her.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Looked like he was about to cry.
Oh,
Then the big guy
That's
was
right.
like, Beat.
I was
Don't cry.
pissed.
The big guy was like, "Beat, don't worry about it. She's being a bitch." Then the lady
That's right.
heard him. That's when the lady went crazy. She was like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Wow.
Sitting on this plane, she called security. It was a big mess.
And they moved Beetle back into coach?
No, he had to get off the plane eventually. I don't know what happened.
They threw you off the plane.
Yeah, it really pissed me off. I want to take that gun. I want to beat the shit out of the cop too.
No, you can't say that. You can't say the S
He
word.
was in the cockpit at the time.
Right.
He was a punk. He was scared of me.
The cop was scared of you?
He was scared of me.
He was.
He was scared of me.
And they
Fat motherfucker was scared of me.
So you had to, I can't say that. But you had to, they stopped the plane and threw you off.
Yeah, he was scared of me.
Juice, were you flying the plane at the time?
No.
Nah.
It was before we took off.
You didn't even get to take off.
Nah.
Oh, they threw him off before you got to take off.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you were minding your own business, just drinking.
That's right. That's all I was doing.
Right. So how did you end up getting home?
I'll say I'll walk.
Right. You walked from California?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
It
You
don't
taught
make a
them a
difference to
lesson.
me.
I gave them their comeuppance.
You don't need no sinking plane.
I wonder what happened for real.
I gotta know.
Where is Sean? I want to ask him what happened.
On my way, Sean, I tell you, the airways.
Get Sean in here.
What's up?
Hey, Sean, come on in here and tell us really what happened. I'm shocked.
Well, Sean didn't tell you. He comes right in. He's right in. You want to tell me?
Here comes
Ask
Sean.
him.
Sean, real quick,
He's
because
the man. He's the big man. So,
Yeah, Sean, tell me, and Drunken Jamie, tell me what happened. You were on the plane.
Yeah, we were on the plane. What
Drunken
happened
Jamie
was
was drunk.
we were the last ones on the plane.
Right.
Everybody was packing their bags. We seen nobody was in first class.
Right.
We sat down in first class, and Jamie asked to get a drink, and the guy served us. Right. Absolutely. So him and the guy were doing jokes together. And
Right. Everyone was having a good time.
Everybody was having a good time.
The three
It
of
seemed
you
like
were in
he
first
knew we
class.
weren't belonging in first class, but since he knew Beetlejuice, he let us stay.
Right.
Somebody else came back and they said, no, you can't be in here, and do you have tickets for you? We said, no, but listen, I'm 6'7", my legs can't, fit in coach.
All right.
All right, if we stay. He said, no, you can't. If you want to, you have to upgrade it. It's $80 a person.
Okay.
So I said, all right, I'll go and pay for it.
Right.
So I went to pay for it, and they said, it's too late. You can't upgrade the pass right now. So I said to the guy, listen, can you just give us a break, let us stay
Can
here?
you say it? That's the law.
So then he said, yeah, so the guy said, no, I'm really sorry, you can't. So the lady goes, didn't you hear what he said? Now just get in the back and do what you're told.
Right.
Go back there. And he was like, calm down, honey. I'm going. I got my bags underneath my seat.
Right.
I got to grab them. And I was like, come on, Lester, this lady's a real bitch.
Right.
But I was walking away. I didn't call her a bitch. I
Right.
said, this
You
lady's
were
a bitch.
explaining to Beetlejuice who
And
a
walked
bitch
away. I was
was.
protecting him.
Right.
And she said, what'd you say? And I said, you heard me. She goes, now you're not getting on this plane. The cops came. We had to get off the plane.
Well, Beetle, you're a huge
You know what I
star.
did? I told the cop, you want something to me? Come
No, the
to
cop
me.
was
If
very
you want
nice.
that
You know
tough
what it is?
guy.
No. The cop was very nice to us.
Oh, the cop was
on our
nice,
side.
yeah.
He loved your show.
But I was real angry when he said
After
about me. I said, you want to be a tough
After
guy.
Beetlejuice put him in his place, he was nice.
Absolutely.
That's
He was
right.
very nice to Lester.
He was nice, but I had to put him in his place, brother.
That disrespected
By the
him?
way, I noticed you're
He
breaking
didn't
the.
respect me, so I have to put him in his place.
I know you're breaking the Beetlejuice persona. You
With
call
the name
you're calling him
Lester.
Lester. Are we going to stop dropping? We're going to drop the name Beetlejuice and go with Lester now that he's this big.
Well,
Hey,
the
you can
fans
call
know
me
him.
Lester Jr., but hey, I'm the
name is
big guy.
Lester.
You're the
Lester
big-
Jr.?
I know him as Lester. He lives with me, so I'm used to calling him. I don't.
Shall
call
we
him
start
Beetlejuice.
calling him Lester? Is he beyond the Beetlejuice name? Is
Or
Beetlejuice?
do we get Beetlejuice or Lester?
Oh, if you want Lester, you can call me Lester Jr.
Or Lil
Because Lester Jr. get pissed.
What's your father's
Let me
name?
ask you something, Lester Jr.
Lester Jr.
Let me ask you something, Lester Jr. In the movie, and this is important, are you credited as Beetlejuice or Lester Jr.?
Oh, they can call me Lester Jr. anytime you want.
Really?
Beetlejuice.
Who was
It
in
is
the
I
movie?
got three names, buddy.
Beetlejuice Lester Jr.
That's right, I got three names.
It's actually
Beetlejuice
Lester Beetlejuice Green.
Yeah,
Lester-
but I got three names.
Okay, what are your
dude.
three names? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I had Lester Jr.,
That's one.
Lester Green,
That's two.
and Lester
Beetle.
Half Jr.
Lester Half Jr.
Right?
Is that true?
Yeah. I've
Lester-
been in Puerto Rico for a long time, buddy.
Lester
Are you
Jr.
half Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I'm half Puerto Rican.
Which half?
Lester Jr. Lester Green.
That's right.
And Lester Jr. and a half.
No,
That's
half
right.
Junior.
Half Jr.
Half Junior.
That's
Wow.
right.
Wow.
I thought you were Irish, Les.
You
I thought
lied
you
to
were
us?
Irish.
Well,
Puerto Rican
I'm
Irish.
Irish. You never know.
All right. Well, listen. This is a
I'm
great
half
day. Let's
Irish,
not.
bro.
I just want to clear up. The woman
don't-
didn't call
yes.
Beetlejuice.
I'm
a
half
name.
Irish.
No, she
Call
did
you a
not.
midget.
I have
No.
a question for Sean.
She did disrespect him. I don't know because I started walking towards the back to put my luggage
Too
in.
busy calling her a bitch.
I
right.
think
Well, let me tell you, you're great at helping Lester. I see you
She's
handled the
worse.
situation beautifully.
Yeah, I got us
well.
kicked off the
Get
plane.
ass wave, man.
How
Fuck
did
that
you?
ass wave crap.
How did you eventually get home?
We took a next flight. They gave us tickets for a next flight.
Were you in first class?
No, not first class.
Right.
You know what it is, Howard? People don't understand the magnitude of his superior, celebrityism, and some people don't know him, so they they don't give him any respect. But we're here to gain that respect.
Drunken Jamie, you make a good point. I don't think people understand.
They don't understand how huge he is.
Why wouldn't you just buy? Beetlejuice is a big star. Why wouldn't you just buy first class tickets?
Exactly.
Well, it wasn't us. It was the club that was paying for the tickets.
Well, you should demand
and
from
we
the
don't
club.
demand first class because.
Well, let me
we
say
don't think
something.
we're better than
Let me
anybody.
wrap it up the right way so that
That's the way it
everybody.
was.
Yeah. Beetlejuice, first and foremost, congratulations to you. You started out on this show, no one knew your name, and now this is a very big day for
Now
you.
you have 3
Very
names.
thanks to you, Howard.
Look at you got co-stars and everything.
I knew you when you had one name.
I have 3 names.
You have 3 names now?
You got 4 names.
4 names.
What are they? Go ahead.
4 names. What are the 4
4
names?
names.
Give me the 4 names if you would.
4 names?
Yeah.
You can go. I already just told you the 4 names.
You told me 3.
It's 4 names.
Now, what's
What
the
is the
fourth
4th?
name?
The 4th name? Well,
Mariah Carey?
no.
What is it? Beetlejuice. is
George Bush.
George Bush.
George Bush. It's like a George Bush name.
All right. Go to jollydwarf.com. Will there be a listing of all Beetlejuice appearances?
Yeah, all Beetlejuice apparel. All you got
Are
to
there
do is
bubble-
click on the news.
Okay, and is there Bubble Boy information as well?
Yes, there is.
All
Now,
right.
wait a minute. We heard the last time Beetlejuice was here, he was thinking of retiring. Is that true?
It might be, but if I wanted to, I don't have to, but I got to keep going.
You know what it is, when
unless
we
I
do-
have to have a chance.
Peter
first.
Joyce, give us the answer, and I'm not gonna ask Sean, and I'm not gonna ask Drunken Jamie.
You
or
ain't got to ask Sean.
No, I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna go to the man directly.
All right.
Will you be retiring within a year?
Could be.
Could be. If you retire, will you stop everything? Will you do movies if you retire?
Me, I'm still doing the movies.
You still will do movies.
Right.
If you retire, will you still come on this show?
Yeah.
You will. If you retire, will you still make club appearances?
That's right.
All right. That's all I want to know.
What I really want to say, Howard, is
Wow.
his real name is Lester Moonves.
Right.
Les Moonves, and nobody realizes
No,
that.
I'm a smooth guy. You know that.
Right.
But wait a minute, Beetlejuice. Will you still do parties
Yeah.
if you retire?
And most importantly, will you continue your stem cell research?
Yeah.
You will. All right.
I always do my research.
Well,
Always.
let me just thank all the guys, Drunken Jamie, Sean, for managing Beatles' career. You've done a brilliant job. Both you guys
Thanks
are,
to you.
you are tops because this guy has. You know what? You might be the greatest managers of all time because
Look at what you've
He's like
done.
Colonel Tom Parker.
you started with nothing, and look what you've done.
Exactly.
What are his quotes
Now,
on
when
the
they
next
write a check for him, is it to Lester or to Beetlejuice?
It's to
me.
Lester Green, care of Booze Jolly Dwarf, the name of the
Oh,
company.
okay.
But it's the company name, so you know.
Yeah. They have
You're
a whole.
company.
You have 5 names.
I have 5 names, baby.
Why not Lester Half Jr.? Why not write the check to him? Yeah, right?
I miss Half Junior.
I want to be Mrs. Lester Half Jr.
Beetle, you know you remind me of today, Dean Martin. He used to sit on the couch of the Tonight
Exactly,
Show,
the
and you've got
Oh.
a beer in your hand.
Oh yeah, that's why they call me Dean Martin. That's why.
That's
So you have
another
7
name.
names.
Okay, you fashioned your whole career after Dean Martin. Well, good for you. Anyway, listen, I also.
When will we have Beetlejuice the TV show?
Oh, come on. Listen, I got to wrap this
It's gonna
up.
be there pretty soon.
Everyone's having fun. See Arden Myrin.
Marine.
Arden Myrin in Bubble Boy, opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. Of course, Beetlejuice is in it. And thank you, Sean. Thank you, Drunken Jamie.
Thank you,
Beetlejuice,
Howard.
thank you. And go to jollydwarf.com for all the information.
Thank you.
And how?
Yes.
Can I just say one thing? They're going to be making Beetlejuice action figures.
Oh, really?
Oh, they are from Bubble Boy?
No,
That's right.
just
gonna be
a
Beetlejuice
toy
in a
It's your
boat.
business.
No, a toy company. Yeah, he wants to
gonna be
open
all.
up. He's opening up a toy company. He
I
already
will
has the
buy that.
distributors, and it's a talking Beetlejuice doll.
Oh, my
And
God.
it'll be in
Wow.
stores in December.
Oh, I can't wait.
That's right.
Beetlejuice is going to be a doll?
Yeah,
That's right.
names.
I
right.
made it all up, baby.
Well, good for you, Beetle.
I made it all up.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Beetle just put his hand in the can.
Right. I'm
The happy couple. That's
so,
right.
Beetle, you picked her out pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did pick me out well.
My ex-wife, bro. My ex-girlfriend.
His ex-wife. I'm the future ex-Mrs. Lester
Miss-
Green Jr.
Miss-
and a half.
That's right. That's the junior and a half, baby.
Beetle, did you just grab Arden's butt again?
Yeah.
That was at first. She's great. Now I've had like the upper torso and the lower torso that have been. I'm completely tainted goods officially. I'm never gonna date again.
She'll do us a couple more days.
There you go.
So, Beetle, what did you think you were missing?
My visit? Oh, it was great.
You had a good time?
Yeah.
Hung out with your co-star?
Yeah, she's my co-star. She do what I do. Hey, she gets what she want. Hey, she got me.
Does the fame ever get to your head now? I mean, you're
Me? Oh, yeah.
It does get to your head.
Oh, yeah.
How?
How? Because I think. That's what I do, brother.
You want to give your co-star a little kiss goodbye?
Oh, yeah, sure. It don't matter.
Bye, B. It was nice to see you. Oh.